was wartime 1943. I think it was that my husband and I were in Valley City, North Dakota, running a little independent variety store, and he was going to be drafted into the Army. The fellow who owned the store was the head of the draft board, so he said, "I'd like to keep you here to run my store." But he said that would not be possible. So then Ward said, "Okay, do you want to stay here and run the store for Mr. Henry, or do you want to go back to San Francisco where your family is?" And I said, "Well, I'd like to go to San Francisco." So that's what brought me on.
Was he drafted?
Yes, the owner of the store was head of the draft board.
So you're in an apartment in San Francisco. What were you doing? Did you look for work?
I did, but it wasn't easy for me to get a job. I had several jobs. I was a secretary. I was this. I even got a job as a clerk in a liquor store. Everything I did, I just missed him so much. My brother-in-law was working in Kaiser Shipyard number 3, and my brother-in-law said, "Why don't you come over here where all the action is? Things were going on over there. Why don't you come over there?" And he said, "I'll get you a job." So that's what I did.
What job did you get there?
Well, he knew Miss Lieutenant Totten, who was head of the girls in the plant project department. It was called the plant project in those days, so my brother-in-law got me a job with her, and therein lies the tale.
Well, that's what you were here for, so please tell me.
So we had to put on peacoats and hats and dress like that, and then we have to have a star, and we had to go patrolling around the yard, the ships, and make sure that all the people were actually working and not fiddling around, you know. One day I came into the office with a handful of knives, and she said, "Where'd you get those knives?" And I said, "I was patrolling in the double bottoms, and these guys were making knives instead of working on what they were supposed to be doing." So I took them away from them, and she said, "You what?" And they could have chopped you into little pieces and thrown you into the bay. Oh, she was horrified. She took me off patrolling. "That's the end of that," she said. "You're going to get up here, and I'm going to keep my eye on you." So she brought me into the office, and I was so bored because she had me sticking little pins, red pins for fires, and colored pins for going to the hospital or something, you know. So that's where I was, stuck in there. And they started having dignitaries come up from Russia to see how we were building these huge ships. They were, some people called them Victor ships, or maybe in other shipyards, but our ships were C4s, huge transport ships for transporting soldiers. One day we decided that everything was properly riveted together, I guess, and we started out at 6 o'clock in the morning. All the dignitaries, Clay Bedford, all the big shots and their wives came on the board at 6 o'clock in the morning. There was a big fancy buffet set up, you know, and oh, here we go. We got outside the Golden Gate in the huge storm, this big C4 without any ballast, like a cork. And all these fancy ladies and their orchids and their furs and flowers and stuff, and the food and everything, you know, just simply a mess. They had to put up ropes, you know, so that we could pull ourselves. Well, for some reason or another, I didn't get seasick. Miracle of miracles. So I was able to help a lot of them. That was someday.
All right. Thanks for meeting with us today.
Absolutely.